I've worked at Thames Clippers for 7 years now, and I've been a captain, high-speed captain, for 6 years ago. I wanted to become a captain because I'd always done sailing as a hobby when I was younger. I then moved on to outdoor education, teaching water sports, and then came to Thames Clippers, and it was the natural progression within the company to become a captain. I love my job because I get to go to work on the water every day. I drive fantastic boats and I work with some really fantastic people. This boat is the only one that's designed like this. The other boats that we've got are designed so that the captain sits more central to the console, and all of the equipment is around them. And this one's sort of more across where the mate sits in that seat. So this is our VHF radio. This is what we use to contact other vessels on the river and to contact the port authorities on Channel 14. This one here is our second VHF that we carry on board. It's what we call a P0 channel, and that allows us to speak with our fleet control 24 hours a day. We've got our CCTV here, which shows us on the screen. We've got cameras all over the vessel, which assist us with berthing the vessel, and if there's any incidents on board, so we've got that for record. This is my steering, no wheel, just a joystick. A throttle for each engine over here. So small sort of recreational vessels we don't really get told too much about. We know that they're out and about on the river, but we don't know their specific location. Larger vessels, passenger carrying vessels and working vessels on the river all carry AIS systems, which is an automatic identification system, which shows up on this screen here, so I can see what boats are in the area, what they're doing, how many passengers they're carrying, what speed they're travelling at. Okay, so this vessel here with the ferry written on the side, that's our vessel called the Twin Star, and that runs the service between Canary Wharf Pier and Nelson Dock Pier for the Hilton Hotel.
So my job on board is I'm second in command to the captain, so I'm in charge of the deck when underway, so loading and discharging passengers. Also when we get back underway again, I'd come up onto the bridge and I'm helping as a lookout with the captain, navigating underway, and then when we get to the next pier again, I'll go downstairs and take over the deck again.
Bankside, please. Yep, so if we think a passenger's going to come on board and they're going to be unsafe when they're on board, or if they're going to cause any danger to us or other passengers, we can refuse them. The last thing we want to do is get them on board and then they're going to act up when we're in the middle of the river. We'd rather stop them getting on in the first place. Eastbound. You have to keep a passenger log when we're underway on board, which tells us what we get off and what we get on, because we've obviously got a limit of 220 on board. So we enter the numbers of people that got off, which will be 30, and 12 got on, and it will give us a total on the machine. And we put that in up here, and that sends straight to the Coast Guard and our fleet control. So our fleet control know how many we've got on, and the Coast Guard know how many we've got on in case we get into any emergencies as well.
See it through my cameras. Starboard side, right at the front, you can see that little sticky thing pointing up, and I know that's the furthest forward point on this boat.
Yeah, it's all done by hand signals. If I want to stop, come back or come forward, it's all done by hand signals. We can also talk to him as well if we push the call button just up there, and we can talk freely to the captain upstairs as well.